the Soviet Tokarev versus the American 1911, this time on gun physics. The Tokarev is the 1911. Tokarev put together early 1930s. It's the TT-33, right? Firing the 7.62 millimeter round. It's a bottleneck, actually. Hold on. It's pretty cool. This bottleneck round looks like that and fires at pretty high velocities. And it's well, very different from the 45 ACP used in the 1911. But this thing, I mean, check it out. It's pretty skinny. It's actually significantly thinner than the 1911, so it's better in that respect. The grips are hugely fat on the Tokarev, so the thickness is pretty equivalent. We need somebody to make some thinner grips for these things and make it a better carry gun. The length of the barrel is a little bit shorter, something like 4.5 on the Tokarev and 5 for the 1911. This one is my 10 millimeter 1911, and you can see that the sizes are pretty close to each other. And the grip length, that dimension is pretty similar, except for the extended magazine, which actually this magazine does not. Well, it does now. Didn't lock the slide back a couple minutes ago, but here it is. This is the 1911, made in the Soviet Union. Actually, this one in Yugoslavia. But made for the Soviet Union and its satellite countries without all the silly safeties that America came up with. So you got the grip safety, which if you have a grip safety and you have a manual safety, I don't really understand the point. Anyway, grip safety and manual safety, just pick one or the other. Or just like a Glock, have one of these things. I don't know, whatever, somebody else designed it, I didn't, and they're a lot smarter than I am. Here we go, we got the grip safety, secondary safety, bam. Well, this one does not have the grip safety, none of that. There's no manual safety anywhere in this thing in the original. It's just nowhere to be seen because, well, it doesn't exist. And I guess you could kind of carry it with a round in the chamber like you're supposed to in modern times, but pull it out if there's nothing in the chamber, but you do have a full magazine. It's a single stack, just like the standard 1911. So you have a single stack magazine, and they're pretty close in size. The Tokarev is a little bit longer in fore aft dimensions, as you can kind of tell. A little bit longer by about 2 or 3 millimeters. But you just pull this thing out. Nothing in the chamber. Pull back. It's weird. At half cock, you can't operate the slide, and I didn't realize that. Check the end of the video. Okay. Hammer down. No round in the chamber. Pull it out. Chamber around. You're ready to go. That's all you need. This one, you could do the same thing, except you could also carry it cocked and locked with the round in the chamber ready to go. Or you could carry it with nothing in the chamber, pull it out, do the exact same thing, and fire it. Which, depending on the time and the country, that's the kind of thing you did. This thing theoretically could be carried like that, with a round in the chamber, half cock, and then ready to go. Boom, right there. This one does not have any of the silly safeties a 1911 has, but it's pretty much a straight-up copy. Same operating system, same recoil, the dropping barrel. This thing also has the dropping barrel drops out of the way, barrel drops out of the way, single-action trigger system. And that single-action trigger actually is a bow trigger, just like the 1911. So this is the original one that came with this one. No external safeties because they took care of the import requirements by putting this little blade safety in there, just like the Glock and other ones. You pull this out of the way and then the trigger pulls. But it is a bow just like the 1911. The trigger can be pretty good, and on this one it is actually pretty good, but it's a single action trigger, single action only, single action only. Lots of safeties? Well, not a whole lot of safeties, except for the half cock feature. Slide lock, it's in about the same position. Both of them require that you push the pin out from the right-hand side to disassemble. The magazine release is in about the same position. It's pretty close to the same size. It's actually bigger on the Tokarev. And these things are really, really, really similar. This one actually has a dovetailed front sight and a dovetailed rear sight, as does this one. Not the original, but this one does. And for about $200 and 9 rounds of some pretty high velocity, pretty well penetrating rounds, I like this thing a lot. Now if I could get some thinner grips, and that thing would work really well. Just found out something interesting. But if you're at half cock, you can't actually, you can't do anything with the slide. It seems to be locked. So there are no external safeties in this thing. And I think that the idea is that hammer fully down, chamber around and go. But decock it. Can't use the trigger. Can't pull it back. Oh, I remember now. So you're not spitting ammunition on the ground. Then you can pull that hammer back and go. I don't know. I kind of like that Tokarev without all the safeties. But the 1911 is American.
Hey, thanks for watching Gun Physics. Your thumbs up really helps a lot in the ratings. So thanks for that too. And I've got new videos coming out most Tuesdays. Subscribe for more.